Hello, welcome to Sunny's Yoga. I'm Sunny. Today we're going to do this wonderful but seated hip opening vinyasa. I'm going to have two blocks close by just in case I need them, and I always want to include modifications. But for the most part, I'm going to be doing the most challenging versions because my hips are tight. There's been a lot going on and they need a release. Come join me in Tandasana, staff pose. Now, if you're coming down fully to the mat, I'd like you to remove the fleshy parts from underneath you so you're on your sits bones. Your feet are flexed towards you, hands by your hips, and sit right upright. Roll your shoulders back, gently down, arms come straight, look past your drishti. For those, stay in position. For those who need a modification, make sure you have your block. Lowest position is best for this. Please sit fully on your bum, going towards the front. Toes are flexed towards you. Hands still go by your hips. Straight and look straight ahead. Breathe in and out your nose. I'm going to go back into the more advanced version. Moving into Pararita Tandasana. Now your lower body will stay anchored down. Arms up, reach for the sky. Shoulders are down gently. You're going to turn at your waist towards the right. Right hand comes down. Left hand comes right above the knee and turn towards the back of the room. Inhale, exhale out of your nose. You want to make sure your weight stays even on both sides of your hind parts. No pressure from your hands. This hand is helping guide open. So as you breathe in, lift up a little. And as you breathe out, look a little more towards the back of the room. One last inhale and exhale. As you inhale, bring your arms up, come towards center, go straight to the left. Left hand behind, right hand outside of the knee, right above. Breathe in and breathe out as you look towards the back of the room. Keep those toes flexed. Wiggle them around, wake them up. They've probably been in shoes or you've been sitting down. Come on, let's bring our feet back to life here. Breathe in, breathe out. As you breathe in, little taller. Breathe out, look towards the back of the room. Always in and out of your nose. Steady breaths. Last inhale and exhale. As you inhale, arms come up, come back through center. Allow yourself to stretch towards the ceiling. Inhale and a nice exhale through your nose as your hands come floating down beside you. Now move into Baddha Konasana, bound angled pose. Now, if you need two blocks, you would put the blocks right underneath of where your knee is at. The closer in, the more intense. Further out, less intense. Either way, you can have the blocks to offer support. I am going for the more intense. If you can't, rock it with me and join me. I'm gonna bring my feet together, going in towards my body, sitting upright. I'm going to interlace my hands, put them underneath, and cup my feet. Let gravity do its thing as I allow my knees to fall towards the earth. And sit upright. Oh, this is a lovely hip opener. Oh, yes. If you see me swaying, it's because this feels great. In and out your nose. In this asana, my core is still engaged. It is the center of your being. Keep breathing in and out. Inhale and exhale. Now you're going to want to fight gravity. Your legs are going to tense up just as you breathe in. Come up a little, and as you breathe out, allow your legs to give in to gravity going towards the earth. It is okay to relax, exhale, and have a release. Moving into Parita Baddha Konasana. Lower half stays where it's at. If you have your blocks, leave them. If you feel like you need blocks, add them. I'm going to stay as is. Hands come up above my head. Deep breath, relax my shoulders. Turn towards the right. Left hand comes right above my knee. Right hand comes behind me, facing the back of the room, and breathe. Again, your knees are going to want to come up. As you inhale, come up, but as you exhale, fall open a little deeper into the asana. There is a lot of tension going on in my body, and I hope that this practice helps someone else if they're having tension and stress. No matter where it's from. Keep breathing in and out. Last inhale and exhale. As you inhale, come up. Move through center. Towards the left. Left hand comes down behind you, facing the back of the room. Right hand comes above left knee. Turn towards the back of the room and breathe. Stress comes in many forms. Happiness, joy comes in many forms. When your body feels stress, it has a hard time relaxing and finding a release. Keep breathing in and out your nose. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands come up. Move through center. Allow your drishti to go up. Legs are going to want to come up. Remind them to relax and breathe. Arms slow down. Help your knees be guided back together. We're going to roll over into Balasana. Child's pose. Come back towards the back of the mat. Legs in a V shape. I want my hind parts to stay connected to my heels. If you need a block, you can always put a block right there. Separate your feet a little bit and sit on the block. I'm going for the deeper asana, so I'm going to start to walk myself out towards the corners of my mat. Move my blocks up a little bit. Breathe in, and as I breathe out, I'm going to slowly start to bring my forehead down to the mat, in between my arms. I feel like I have a lot of stress in all the little nooks and crannies and places are in every part of my body. So this is a wonderful asana to be in for that type of release. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now it's very easy to start to lift up. If you see you're lifting up some, Hands come back a little bit. Make sure they're going out towards the corner of your mat and bring your head back down. Minor adjustments to meet your needs today. I'm gonna bring my head up. Start to walk my hands back. My neck and head come up last, and I'm gonna bring my knees back into center. I'm gonna bring my feet around for Paschimottanasana. Fleshy part from underneath you, get on those sits bones. If you used a block previously, please continue to do so. Balance. I'm gonna bring my arms up above my head. I'm gonna reach up and out through my hips. Start to extend as I bend forward towards my feet. You can have a micro bend in your knees or a bigger bend in your knees. Bigger bend, less intense. No bend, most intense. I have a slight bend in my knees. I'm gonna take an inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring my head going towards my knees and breathe in and out your nose, in and out. I'm allowing myself to come a little bit further down with every exhale. So come up a little bit and come back down a little bit. Help yourself find where all the stress is at. You deserve to live in an open body and have ways to deal with stress so your body takes care of you and you take care of it. Last inhale. Exhale, hold for one moment. I'm gonna let my feet go. Hands are gonna come outside of my ankles. I'm gonna start to walk myself up, grounding down through my hips with my neck and my head coming up last. Gomukhasana, cow facing pose. I'm gonna turn and face you so you can see. I'm gonna bring my right leg underneath, my left leg's coming on top. The goal is to have your knees be able to stack on top of each other. That's the goal. To bring your feet in, more intense. Bringing your feet in, less intense. Feet coming out, more intense. You want to make sure the weight of your hips stay even, and bring your hands up to Andale Mudra. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to look just past my drishti. If you need to bring your hands out a little bit, make sure they're together and down, and you can actually just look down past your nose into your fingertips. Breathe in and out. Avoid leaning forward. Make sure you're sitting straight up. In and out. Last inhale. Let's exhale. As I exhale, I'm going to bring my arms up and over. Hands come beside me. I'm going to bring my feet around. This time, I'm going to have my left foot underneath, my right foot on top. I'm going to see if I could wiggle to get there. Oh, I did it. You could do it too. Same variation on this side, balance. Make sure that you're on your sits bones, sitting upright. Hands can come back together in Anjali Mudra, and breathe. Now, even in this asana, your hips are going to want to tighten up. As you breathe in and out, breathe in some, and as you exhale, remind your lower half it is okay to release and rest. Breathe in and breathe out. I'm looking past my drishti. Keep breathing in and out. Let's inhale and exhale. As I exhale, I'm going to bring my arms up and down to meet my hips. Gomukhasana variation. I'm going to bring my left hand right around my left knee. I'm going to come down on, coming down onto my forearm and look up towards the ceiling. Breathe. This is very challenging. Your hip is going to want to come up. No. Guide it back down. If you need to come up a little bit, less intensity, coming all the way down, most intense. Keep breathing. Keep your weight even on your hips. Very intensive hip opener. Very good one to relieve stress, anxiety. Get in touch with yourself, see what's going on and inside. Keep breathing. You want to make sure you're not dumping forward. You need everything to be upright so your hip gets the benefit of this asana. Yep. Let's inhale. And as you exhale, use your core to come back up. Hands come beside you. We're going to switch back over. What you do to one, you have to do to the other. Gomukhasana variation. Bringing this time my right hand around my left knee, and starting to come down onto my forearm if possible. It might not be possible on this side. Come down on my forearm. If I can't, how you doing, Block? Yep. And make sure I can get there. These hips, telling you, go ahead and start to look up towards the ceiling and breathe. Make sure you're not leaning forward. You're sitting upright so your hips get the benefit of this opening. Inhale, exhale. You're going to want to grip your leg. You have to be able to release. Gently put your hand down. And keep reminding your hips to stay even and keep breathing in and out your nose. As you exhale, use your core to come up. I'm going to move the block to the side. Coming back around for Adha Gokhasana, which is a variation. Cow facing, but with one leg and reaching towards the front. So I'm going to pick up my right foot. I'm going to bring my right knee to meet my left, but my left leg is going to stay straight. Both of my feet are flexed. I'm going to reach up and out through my hips and slowly start out of my hips to reach forward towards my foot, and then start to breathe in and out As I lower down my head to meet my knee, in and out. Feet are flexed. If you need a block, you can sit on a block. You can also have a block underneath of your foot to give yourself some support as you allow your hips to open. I'm gonna stay in this asana this time. This hip has been sore. Arms come up, extend out through your hips, and as you start to come forward, extend through your hips, come down your feet, coming down to meet. I'm gonna allow my arms to come down. Breathe in and breathe out. I keep coming up a little bit and then allow myself to fall a little bit more into the asana. Give yourself a little challenge today. You might be surprised on what you end up having a release or thought that you hadn't thought about in a while. Those are the good moments. Keep breathing. Last inhale. And as you exhale, allow your hands to come either side of your leg. Start to walk yourself up with your neck and your head coming last. I'm going to give myself the challenge of picking up my foot without any assistance, extending it out, hold, gently put down. Immediately, I'm going picking up my left foot, because what you do to one side, you do to the other. Knees are aligned, hips are heavy. Arms come up, go towards the ceiling, reach out of your hips because they are anchored, and start to bring yourself forward, reaching out towards your foot. Breathe in. As you breathe out, allow your head to come down. Your head is in between your hands. And breathe in and out your nose. Last inhale. And as you exhale, let go of your foot. Hands come on either side of your ankle and start to walk yourself back up. Neck and head last. Going to come up into yogi squat, malasana. Yep, coming up. I'm already down on the floor, mine as well. So malasana, feet come out, may come off the mat. Let your bottom come down and hands come to Anjali Mudra. Breathe. You're looking to have your bottom go down towards the earth as you guide your knees further going out, so you can feel that deeper hip opener. Nice release, nice release, nice release. Breathe in and breathe out. Every time you breathe out, let yourself drop a little further. Bring your hands down. Paravita Anjalayasana. Down to Padmanasana. Bring my left foot to the front. Hands on either side. I'm going to bring my back foot back some. Allow my hips to drop. All of my right hand is in alignment with my left foot. And I'm going to swing my right arm up, drop my hips and look towards my fingertips. Breathe. Your knee is going to want to flare open towards the left. Keep in alignment with your hip and breathe. Don't fight gravity. You want to be tense. Use your breath to carry you through. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hand around, but instead of coming to the outside of your left foot, bring your left hand around to meet your right. Walk your left foot out at an angle. You're coming around into lizard. Knees flared out, dropping your hips and looking towards the ceiling. No pressures on your leg. You're guiding it open and allowing your hips to fall further towards the earth, and breathe. Bring my hand around, back to meet the right. Bring my left leg in. Immediately bring around my right foot. Have it come towards the middle. Allow my back foot to come down some more. Left hand is in alignment with my right foot, dropping my hips, allowing my arm to sweep up and look towards my hand, and breathe. Let your hips drop. Knees gonna want to flare. Bring it back in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bring my hand around to meet the left. I'm going to guide my right foot out, come further down, rolling out to the pinky edge side of my right foot, bringing my left hand onto my thigh and turning towards the ceiling. Breathe. Your hips are definitely going to want to tighten up. Breathe. Let them come open. Let them come down towards the earth. Breathe. Breathe. Adha Kopanasana, pigeon, half pigeon. I'm going to, instead of bringing my right foot around to the back, instead I'm going to allow my foot to meet the side edge of my mat. Walk my left foot back a little bit more, and I'm going to sit upright, allowing my hips to drop. You can have a block right here if you need to have a block. You can also bring the ground up to you. If you need some assistance, make sure your shoulders are down and your hips stay level. Oh, this feels great. I'm gonna stay here. Ooh, yeah. In and out. In and out. The trickiest part in this asana is trying to make sure your hips stay level. But we're not asymmetrical, so we do the best that we can. Last inhale and exhale. And as you exhale, start to come back. Bring right foot around. Immediately bring the left foot to the front. Let your left foot be in alignment with the side of your mat. Right foot goes towards the back, coming upright, and breathe. avoiding rolling to the side. Want to make sure I'm staying level in the hips. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure you don't roll to the side, even on the. Don't fight your body. Allow yourself to come further into the asana. It is okay. Listen to what your body needs today. Let's inhale and exhale. Bring my foot back. Move my blocks to the side. Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana. Coming back around. Move your fleshy part. If you decide you want to go less intensive, not a problem. I'm going to stick with more intensive, which means my feet are going to come closer to my body. I'm going to cut my hands. I'm going to interlace my hands together, cup them underneath my feet. And I'm going to breathe. Allowing my hips to relax. Hopefully by now everyone feels nice and more open at this part of their practice than they were when they started. We still have a little ways to go. Stick it out with me. In and out. Supta Adha Gomukhasana. I'm going to bring my hands from my feet, guide my knees back. Gently come forward a little bit and roll down onto my back. Straighten out my feet. Flex my feet, chin tucked down. Bring up my right foot. Bend my knee and let my foot come right above my left knee and breathe in and out. Your hip is going to want to come up. You want it to come down. If you need to bring your foot down a little bit further, less intense. Further up, more intense. Do what is accessible for your body today. We're dealing with stress, and breathe. Your body's still going to want to be tense. Remind it to relax. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring up your right foot and let it slowly come down. Bring up your left foot, bend at the knee, and bring it right outside your right leg. Make sure your hips are level. Breathe in and breathe out. And make sure my foot stays flexed, meaning my right foot. I do have my yogi toes going on my left foot. You are welcome to do the same. Again, further down, less intense. Further up, more intense. Sometimes you're at the less intense part. That is okay. Breathe. Paravita Supta Padang Konasana. I'm still working on it. I'm going to bring my left foot straight up and slowly let it come down. Now I am going to bump Supta Baddha Konasana. Let the toe mounds of your feet and the bottom of your feet touch, and slowly allow your knees to give in to gravity and go towards the earth. Tuck your pelvis so your back is flat, but keep breathing. Drishti, you can actually close your eyes for this one. Keep relaxing. Inhale, exhale the stress. Allow yourself to fall more into the asana. We're dealing with stress today. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Use your hands to guide your legs back. Knees come up. Bring your knees up for Pavamugasana, full wind pose. Use your hands, bring them together, wrap around your shins, and bring your lower body in towards your upper body. Let your shoulders relax, feet can relax, and breathe in and out. You're gonna wanna tighten. We're dealing with stress. Let your stress go. In and out. You want to make sure that your back stays flat to the mat. Keep guiding your knees in towards your upper body, slow and steady. You can also do a little rock side to side. Use your core to help you, not your arms, none of them. If you need your arms, use your arms. I'm just teasing. More intense, not using your arms. Least intense, allowing your arms to help guide you. Keep breathing. This also gives your back a nice massage. This pose also aids with digestion. Speaking only from experience. Come back to center. I'm gonna flex my feet, extend my feet out a few times in this asana. This feels nice and good to my feet. I give my feet and my ankles and stuff, I find I carry a lot of tension and emotions and frustration in my feet. Who knew? We're gonna come down slowly. Bring your arms to the sides of you. We're gonna come down to Shavasana. Feet are gonna come out towards the corners. I'm gonna move up a little bit towards the corner of my mat. Let them fall open. Wiggle my shoulders a little bit underneath me. Hands fall beside me and breathe. Slow breaths. My eyes are closed. Even in this resting asana, you'll want to tense up. Remind yourself the floor is going nowhere. I promise. And we're just going to keep relaxing. Allow yourself to start returning to your normal breath in and out your nose. Bring one foot in, bring the other foot in. Slowly come around to fetus. Pause here for a moment. Breathe in and breathe out. guide yourself back up to seated. And that was our wonderful seated hip opening vinyasa. I hope that you benefited and you felt a sense of release and your body feels more comfortable with you being inside of it than it did when you started this practice. Thank you for coming to Sunny's Yoga. Namaste.